Hey everybody, this is Mike from Wingman RC, and I have my buddy SJ's quad here from Georgia. We're going to go ahead and put this on, this XT60 connector on there in the morning. We're going to get it test flown and get it out to you. Here's the feet that it comes with right here, and I'm not going to put those on just for shipping purposes. And here's the box, little cover that it comes with. I usually run mine with a PPM, and I just run it. I'll show you how to hook it up once we get it done in the morning, but basically it's just hooked up to the to this one right here on the top, and then I run a little 4-channel CPPM receiver on it. And I mean, guys, realistically, for no matter whether you're buying one of these small quads or even a bigger one, I mean, these little receivers, for what they are, I mean, these are purpose-built racers. Whether you're buying an X frame or whether you're buying an H-type frame, these are pretty much specifically built for racing, around a closed track closer than 100 yards. And you're probably going to be at any given time no more than 50 yards away from your quad. So you don't need a big old 10-channel receiver with dual antenna and satellite receiver. All you need is something to get the signal over here to the board, and the best way to do that is have a receiver that operates on CPPM so that you can run just one little shorty wire. I mean, this is mine right here, and I actually this is what came off of it right here, and I just run mine through one of these little holes right here, and through this little hole, and I just let it hang down. If it hits a tree or something, or it hits one of the posts, well, so much for it. It's not a big deal. And and guys ask me also about what video transmitter should I put on it? And honestly, we've always been using Fat Shark goggles, but as far as the Fat Shark type transmitter, it's a really big transmitter, and if you fly FPV enough, what happens with the Fat Shark transmitters is they break the antenna right here. It just always breaks, man. And $60 is a lot to pay for another video transmitter, especially when you break two in one race, or two in one day. So we just use these cheap little $25 transmitters that you can get from China. It takes a while to get, but and as far as the camera goes, if you want to buy a $60 Fat Shark camera and put it on there, and you hit a tree, that's one of the first things that's going to break. So we use cheap cameras too, but we use good goggles, and that's just a personal preference, And as far as batteries go, do not carry any more battery than you absolutely need for that race. I mean, just like the guys in NASCAR, they got 12 laps to go, they put a splash of fuel and go. They don't fill up their tanks. So, even though this thing will carry a 5,000 amp battery, it doesn't need it. We have this little 1800, but it's a 40C. So, get the battery that fits your specific need, but once again, always try to get the highest C rating that you can afford. The difference between a 20C and a 45C batteries is about $15. Now, if you can't afford it, well, then get the less expensive battery, but your flight times are going to be less, and the battery is going to waste a lot quicker because this is 4 motors, each pulling 8 amps, at max speed. It's going to suck a lot of watts right out of that battery. But anyway, and as you can see, the cage, that's where we mount the transmitter. And I don't put the feet on because they catch on the grass and everything, and it causes you to tumble. So, but I'll throw them in there anyway. And, whether you need a spare frame later on, this is the frame that it's going to come with. Once again, no extra legs and no cage, but, just it says frame only. But we've got extra frames, and if you ever need extra motors, we even have these little motors right here, extra too, or props. Just, contact us through Wingman RC and we'll get them out to you. Anyway, we'll get this flown in the morning, and we'll get it out to you. Watch for your flight video in the morning, okay? And really, I appreciate everybody buying from me, including you, sir. So I'll get this flown and we'll get it out to you. Thanks again.